Well, praise the Lord, amen. Hello. Good afternoon, good evening. I was going to tell y'all, don't forget, our Civil Rights Convention will be January 15th. We're asking all civil rights members to be present, and we'll be honoring the NAACP as well as Derek Johnson. Well, he will not be honored, but we'll be commemorating them lives. But if you all know who Goodman, Schwerner, Cheney is, Aaron Henry is, Medgar Evers, Charles Evans, all of them will be honoring them. But I want to talk about a little bit about I Question America. And I wrote a speech that talks about that. And, it's important that we know the deep Mississippi. A lot of people don't know the history behind Mississippi because it's a state that had so many lynchings that, and from 1955 until 1963, you saw the turn back. You also saw the lynchings of George G.W. Lee, Reverend Clyde, and all of them. And I want to tell y'all, you saw a lot of things go wrong back in the days. A lot of things. And it was sad because nobody did not understand why. But we had to understand the reason why that was. And I want to tell you guys, know your history. Learn who your people are. Learn about Medgar Evers. Learn about Charles Evers and Myrlie Evers. Really, I've actually met Charles Evers' daughter that owns the radio station. I've met her in person. And I would tell you, she's a very sweet lady. Very sweet lady. But I want to touch on the topic. Why is it that the black race is not making Mississippi live up to the true meaning of its creed? Senator James O. Eastland back in the days. Ross Barnett. Senator Bilbo and Governor Bilbo. You know who that is. You know that when people die, they pay their respects in a way they should do. But the U.S. has failed to cash a check with insufficient funds. They have made us look like a fool when it comes to the government and us doing what's right. And as we think about it, today is a day we should want to live and live up to the true meaning of what it means to be the song that says, lift every voice and sing. I question Mississippi and I question my government. Be true to what you put on paper and stop giving us these insufficient funds that we can no longer get back. We are sick and tired of being sick and tired. No matter how many times you all tell us that you're helping us, you're really just slow progressing us. From the state capitol down to the governor. From people that procrastinate in the government and say they got it, but they don't know the true meaning of what it means to fight for justice. For many years ago, and 80 years ago, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves and signed the Emancipation Proclamation. As it was signed and it was documented. Now that the Civil Rights Bill was passed, you had one passed by Eisenhower in 1957, and now in 1963. We get the brutal assassination of Medgar Evers, gunned down at his home in Jackson, Mississippi, by a white racist from Greenwood, Mississippi, Byron D. LeBetwith. You see, the old style was really bad. Because Byron D. LeBetwith was a racist man that did not believe that me and you should be talking with white people. But history is going to repeat itself and be history. But you got the chance to change where you come from. You got the chance to be the better voice. We're gonna start with "We Shall Overcome." After that, we'll have another word. Justice is justice in the right way. When I think about civil rights, I think about Fannie Lou Hamer from Roosevelt, Mississippi, born to a sharecropper and 20 out of 20 children. Back in those days, I wasn't born back then, but I got family that come from the country. See, my folks come from Forest. My mother come from Forest, Mississippi. My other side come from Pocahontas, Mississippi, and down that way. Yes, you go down to my country folks' town, y'all. It's 45 minutes till you get back to the highway, so don't go down now. But writing this speech, I thought about how we as African Americans are still enslaved today. The government try to get you by your money and by how they pay you. It's sad enough when the white folks still in office and don't want to do nothing. You get people like Cindy Hyde Smith that said, I'd rather be at the front row of a hanging. You get people like Tate Reeves that say he care about black folks when he really don't. You get people like Ross Barnett who talks about the black person making him feel like a nigger, to where they say John F. Kennedy back in the 60s, if y'all people know who I'm talking about. If you know who John F. Kennedy is, Eisenhower is, you know civil rights. You know Bobby D. Kennedy, you know all of them. So you know the true meaning of why people are now like they are. Mississippi will not change, but Mississippi will make you feel like you still in racism, but they in a new Jim Crow. We not in that old, we in a new Jim Crow. And so they are designed to make you feel below what you stand for. No matter if you're a lawyer, if you tell me I got this degree, let me tell you something. You can say all of them degrees you want. But I heard from one person, that's Meg Evers. I read his book, The Ghost of Mississippi. If you ain't doing it for the right cause, you need to sit down. Because I'm going to tell you, we got a lot of folks out here, as what they call, they trying to be some agitators, but they can't agitate without the real agitators. You know, I tell them people, I work for civil rights. Every day of the week, I'm looking for justice for you. You need us, you can call us at 601-566-5383. But I tell you, look, justice got to be served. How you think about Emmett Till lynching in Greenwood and Monty, Mississippi, because of Roy Bryant and his friend? They have yet to be tried for the murder, but told the story in a magazine a long time ago and how they did it. And you tell me Mississippi will not prosecute a white man. But in 1994, Mississippi prosecuted Byron Dillard Beckwith. He was sentenced guilty because he killed Meg Evers. I watched the videos how Myrlie Evers said she sat on the witness stand and told the story of how her husband was brutally killed. A man coming home from the NAACP as he worked at the Masonic Temple in Jackson, if you know what it is, that's downtown. The Masonic Temple. See, back in those days, they had a business district and they had the Ku Klux Klan around. And when they called your phone, if you was on the list to get hurt, they came by and they did it. They didn't care who you were. They'll shoot you in broad daylight. They'll burn them crosses in your yard. Grandfather was a pastor. But I want to touch on the part, Mississippi, be true to how you live and what you say you do. You have yet to really be understood to me. I've never questioned a state like Mississippi, but I wonder why I was born here in this state. People question me, but I question the same racism question is that are the businesses that we have today living up to the true meaning of what they are doing? Is any civil rights people are actually working for civil rights, or are they working for the money? Which side are you working for? And I question you because I got to get ready to go because I got to prepare for tomorrow. I'm going to try to go. We're going to have service. I don't know. But I want y'all to understand something. Let me tell y'all something. Know your history. You can't come to me about something if you don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you something. I can tell you stuff that you ain't never seen before and tell you people how they had people in the 1930s in Mississippi still doing segregation, but pushing it to where they had to pay poll tax. See, y'all know about that. See, poll tax is where they made you, a black person, take a literacy test because you could not vote. You know, see, this year going to be Dr. Martin Luther King birthday on January the 15th. He was born in 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. You guys, y'all need to pay your respect to civil rights. It's people that have marched for you and all you could do is disrespect and kill one another. It's people that have sacrificed their life for you to sit behind a lunch counter or at a restaurant and eat. But y'all don't thank for that. And without that being said, we'll have Precious Lord and we're getting ready to go. Yes. Precious Lord. Where I stand when the storm of life and the rivers are raging. Precious Lord, lead me on. Everybody singing amen. Everybody singing amen. Everybody singing amen. Amen. I need thee, oh, I need thee. See, y'all know about them old hymns. I grew up in a country church where they used to break out and they used to sing them songs. Says, I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord. That's old hymns. Y'all gotta come to my hymn session when we do hymns and bring back our old hymn, you know. But we getting ready to go. But everybody's amen. It's good to see y'all again. Hope to be back again. And remember, don't let the people change you. You change the future. We are where history meets the future. Amen. I'm at Tougaloo College. If y'all know who that is, Tougaloo is the college that was founded in 1869 that sits upon 500 acres of land that once was a plantation, but now is a very historic college. And I want y'all to know that I will have my degree in psychology with a minor in music. And I will do this work. And you all, let me tell you something. If you all got a business and you want to be at the convention, please let me know. The Civil Rights Convention will be held on YouTube. We'll be talking about business styles you can represent. We'll be talking about different things to better the community. How can we help the community? We'll give you a date if you want to be on the show. But please make sure you be on time. Have your stuff right, your sound. I don't want no. If we was gonna have food, but we had to get a building, so we can't get a building, so we can't do that. Now, if you can't cook, don't try to ask us to cook now, because I don't want you cooking. I don't like everybody cooking because everybody can't. Well, some people can't cook. I'm just keeping it real. Also, remember, anniversary will be July 26th. We'll be celebrating 5 years. I have been doing this channel, so make sure you give your love, your support. Hit the Cash App if you can. Bless the church. Let us bless our members and bless the people that's in need. Amen. Make sure you do that. We're taking out money, and it's time to bless others that don't have anything. We want to be a blessing to them. Also, let's keep each other lifted in prayer, and let's just be mindful of what's going on in the world. Watch the news. I must say, Governor Reeves, you let me down, Doc. I didn't believe in you in the first place, and I ain't gonna believe in you now. And anybody can go back and tell him what I said, because at the end of the day, a white man can tell me he care about a black man, ain't gonna be lesser than a person that sits upon the throne and sits high and look low. You know, for real. You know, I don't understand that. You know, and it's a shame how our black children in Mississippi got to go to school with low water. Children got to go to school and can't use the water because they don't understand the real. Let me tell y'all something. I don't want you Negroes. I'm finna get real country with y'all. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of people got these businesses. Y'all ain't practicing what you're preaching. Because if you really is, let me tell you something. Bring it over to Angels and Dealing Baptist Church and we'll analyze it right then and there. But that's another show for another time. I love y'all. I got to go. God bless y'all. We love y'all. And you know what? Y'all be blessed. And we are where history meets the future. Tougaloo forever and always will be.